Act 3. The room shared by Olga and Irina. Beds screened off on the right and left. It is past 2 a.m. Behind the stage, a fire alarm is ringing. It has apparently been going for some time. Nobody in the house has gone to bed yet. Masha is lying on a sofa, dressed as usual in black. Enter Olga and Anfisa. Anfisa. Now they are downstairs, sitting under the stairs. I said to them, "Won't you come up?" I said, "You can't go on like this." And they simply cried, "We don't know where father is." They said, "He may be burnt up by now." What an idea! And in the yard there are some people also undressed. Olga takes a dress out of the cupboard. "Take this grey dress, and this, and the blouse as well. Take the skirt too, nurse." My God, how awful it is. The whole of the Kirsanovsky Road seems to have burned down. "Take this, and this." Throws clothes into her hands. The poor Vershinins are so frightened. Their house was nearly burned. They ought to come here for the night. They shouldn't be allowed to go home. Poor Fedotik is completely burnt out. There's nothing left. Anfisa. Couldn't you call Ferapont, Olga dear? I can hardly manage. Olga rings. They'll never answer. At the door. Come here, whoever there is. Through the open door can be seen a window, red with flame. A fire engine is heard passing the house. How awful this is. And how I'm sick of it. Ferapont enters. Take these things down. The Kolotilin girls are down below. And let them have them. This too. Ferapont yes'm. In the year 12, Moscow was burning too. Oh my God. The Frenchmen were surprised. Olga. Go on, go on. Ferapont yes'm. Exit. Olga nurse dear, let them have everything. We don't want anything. Give it all to them, nurse. I'm tired. I can hardly keep on my legs. The Vershinins mustn't be allowed to go home. The girls can sleep in the drawing room, and Alexander Ignateyevich can go downstairs to the Baron's flat. Fedotik can go there too, or else into our dining room. The doctor is drunk, beastly drunk, as if on purpose, so nobody can go to him. Vershinin's wife too may go into the drawing room. Anfisa tired. Olga dear girl, don't dismiss me, don't dismiss me. Olga. You're talking nonsense, nurse. Nobody is dismissing you. Anfisa puts Olga's head against her bosom. My dear, precious girl, I'm working, I'm toiling away. I'm growing weak, and they'll all say go away. And where shall I go? Where? I'm 81 years old. Olga. You sit down, nurse dear. You're tired, poor dear. Makes her sit down. Rest, dear, you're so pale. Natasha comes in. Natasha. They are saying that a committee to assist the sufferers from the fire must be formed at once. What do you think of that? It's a beautiful idea. Of course, the poor ought to be helped. It's the duty of the rich. Bobby and little Sophie are sleeping as if nothing at all was the matter. There's such a lot of people here. The place is full of them, wherever you go. There's influenza in the town now. I'm afraid the children may catch it. Olga, not attending. In this room we can't see the fire. It's quiet here. Natasha. Yes, I suppose I'm all untidy. Before the looking glass, they say I'm growing stout. It isn't true. Certainly it isn't. Masha's asleep. The poor thing is tired out. Coldly, to Anfisa, don't dare to be seated in my presence. Get up. Out of this. Exit Anfisa. A pause. I don't understand what makes you keep on that old woman. Olga confusedly. Excuse me, I don't understand either. Natasha. She's no good here. She comes from the country. She ought to live there. Spoiling her, I call it. I like order in the house. We don't want any unnecessary people here. Strokes her cheek. Sir. You're tired, poor thing. Our headmistress is tired. And when my little Sophie grows up and goes to school, I shall be so afraid of you. Olga, I shan't be headmistress. Natasha. They'll appoint you, Olga. It's settled. Olga, I'll refuse the post. I can't. I'm not strong enough. Drinks water. You were so rude to nurse just now. I'm sorry, I can't stand it. Everything seems dark in front of me. Natasha excited. Forgive me, Olga. Forgive me. I didn't want to annoy you. Masha gets up, takes a pillow and goes out angrily. Olga. Remember, dear, We have been brought up in an unusual way, perhaps, but I can't bear this. Such behavior has a bad effect on me. I get ill. I simply lose heart. Natasha. Forgive me, forgive me. Kisses her. Olga. Even the least bit of rudeness, the slightest impoliteness, upsets me. Natasha. I often say too much. It's true, but you must agree, dear, that she could just as well live in the country. Olga, she has been with us for 30 years. Natasha. But she can't do any work now. Either I don't understand, or you don't want to understand me. She's no good for work. She can only sleep or sit about. Olga. And let her sit about. Natasha, surprised. What do you mean? She's only a servant. Crying. I don't understand you, Olga. I've got a nurse, a wet nurse. We've a cook, a housemaid. What do we want that old woman for as well? What good is she? Fire alarm behind the stage. Olga, I've grown 10 years older tonight. Natasha. We must come to an agreement, Olga. Your place is the school, mine, the home. You devote yourself to teaching, I, to the household. And if I talk about servants, then I do know what I am talking about. I do know what I am talking about. And tomorrow there's to be no more of that old thief, that old hag. Stamping, that witch. And don't you dare to annoy me, don't you dare, stopping short. Really, if you don't move downstairs, we shall always be quarrelling. This is awful. Enter Kuligin. Kuligin, where's Masha? It's time we went home. The fire seems to be going down. Stretches himself. Only one block has burnt down, but there was such a wind that it seemed at first the whole town was going to burn. Sits. I'm tired out. My dear Olga, I often think that if it hadn't been for Masha, I should have married you. You are awfully nice. I am absolutely tired out. Listens. Olga. What is it? Kuligin. The doctor, of course, has been drinking hard. He's terribly drunk. He might have done it on purpose. Gets up. He seems to be coming here. Do you hear him? Yes, here. Laughs. What a man. Really. I'll hide myself. Goes to the cupboard and stands in the corner. What a rogue. Olga, he hadn't touched a drop for 2 years, and now he suddenly goes and gets drunk. Retires with Natasha to the back of the room. Chebutikin enters. Apparently sober, he stops, looks round, then goes to the washstand and begins to wash his hands. Chebutikin angrily. Devil take them all. Take them all. They think I'm a doctor and can cure everything, and I know absolutely nothing. I've forgotten all I ever knew. I remember nothing, absolutely nothing. Olga and Natasha go out, unnoticed by him. Devil take it. Last Wednesday I attended a woman in Zasip and she died, and it's my fault that she died. Yes. I used to know a certain amount 25 years ago, but I don't remember anything now. Nothing. Perhaps I'm not really a man, and I'm only pretending that I've got arms and legs and a head. Perhaps I don't exist at all, and only imagine that I walk, and eat, and sleep. Cries. Oh, if only I didn't exist. Stops crying, angrily. The devil only knows. Day before yesterday they were talking in the club. They said Shakespeare, Voltaire. I'd never read at all, and I put on an expression as if I had read. And so did the others. Oh, how beastly, how petty. And then I remembered the woman I killed on Wednesday, and I couldn't get her out of my mind, and everything in my mind became crooked, nasty, wretched. So I went and drank. Irina, Vershinin, and Tuzenbach enter. Tuzenbach is wearing new and fashionable civilian clothes. Irina. Let's sit down here. Nobody will come in here. Vershinin. The whole town would have been destroyed if it hadn't been for the soldiers. Good men. Rubs his hands appreciatively. Splendid people. Oh, what a fine lot. Kuligin coming up to him. What's the time? Tuzenbach. It's past 3 now. It's dawning. Irina. They are all sitting in the dining room. Nobody is going. And that Selene of yours is sitting there. To Chebutikin. Hadn't you better be going to sleep, doctor? Chebutikin. It's all right. Thank you. Combs his beard. Kuligin laughs. Speaking's a bit difficult, eh, Ivan Romanovich? Pats him on the shoulder. Good man, in vino veritas, the ancients used to say. Tusenbach. They keep on asking me to get up a concert in aid of the sufferers. Irina. As if one could do anything. Tusenbach. It might be arranged if necessary. In my opinion, Maria Sergeyevna is an excellent pianist. Kuligin. Yes, excellent. Irina. She's forgotten everything. She hasn't played for 3 years. Or 4. Tusenbach. In this town absolutely nobody understands music, not a soul except myself, but I do understand it, and assure you on my word of honor that Maria Sergeyevna plays excellently, almost with genius. Kuligin. You are right, Baron. I'm awfully fond of Masha. She's very fine. Tusenbach. To be able to play so admirably and to realize at the same time that nobody can understand you. Kuligin sighs. Yes. But will it be quite all right for her to take part in a concert? Pause. You see, I don't know anything about it. Perhaps it will even be all to the good. Although I must admit that our director is a good man, a very good man even, a very clever man, still he has such views. Of course it isn't his business, but still, if you wish it, perhaps I'd better talk to him. Chebutikin takes a porcelain clock into his hands and examines it. Vershinin. I got so dirty while the fire was on, I don't look like anybody on earth. Pause. Yesterday I happened to hear casually that they want to transfer our brigade to some distant place. Some said to Poland, others to Chita. Tusenbach, I heard so too. Well, if it is so, the town will be quite empty. Irina. And we'll go away too. Chebutikin drops the clock, which breaks to pieces. To smithereens. A pause. Everybody is pained and confused, Kuligin gathering up the pieces. To smash such a valuable object, oh, Ivan Romanovich. A very bad mark for your misbehavior. Irina, that clock used to belong to our mother, Chebutikin. Perhaps. To your mother, your mother. Perhaps I didn't break it. It only looks as if I broke it. Perhaps we only think that we exist, when really we don't. I don't know anything. Nobody knows anything. At the door. What are you looking at? Natasha has a little romance with Protopopov, and you don't see it. There you sit and see nothing, and Natasha has a little romance with Protopopov. Sings. Won't you please accept this date? Exit. Vershinin. Yes. Laughs. How strange everything really is. Pause. When the fire broke out, I hurried off home. When I get there, I see the house is whole, uninjured, and in no danger, but my 2 girls are standing by the door in just their underclothes. Their mother isn't there. The crowd is excited, horses and dogs are running about, and the girls' faces are so agitated, terrified, beseeching, and I don't know what else. My heart was pained when I saw those faces. My God, I thought, what these girls will have to put up with if they live long. I caught them up and ran and still kept on thinking the one thing. What they will have to live through in this world. Fire alarm. A pause. I come here and find their mother shouting and angry. Masha enters with a pillow and sits on the sofa. And when my girls were standing by the door in just their underclothes, and the street was red from the fire, there was a dreadful noise, and I thought that something of the sort used to happen many years ago when an enemy made a sudden attack and looted and burned. And at the same time, what a difference there really is between the present and the past. And when a little more time has gone by, in 200 or 300 years perhaps, people will look at our present life with just the same fear and the same contempt, and the whole past will seem clumsy and dull, and very uncomfortable and strange. Oh, indeed, what a life there will be. What a life. Laughs. Forgive me, I've dropped into philosophy again. Please let me continue. I do awfully want to philosophize, it's just how I feel at present. Pause. As if they are all asleep. As I was saying, what a life there will be. Only just imagine. There are only 3 persons like yourselves in the town just now, but in future generations there will be more and still more, and the time will come when everything will change and become as you would have it. People will live as you do, and then you too will go out of date. People will be born who are better than you. Laughs. Yes, today I am quite exceptionally in the vein. I am devilishly keen on living. Sings. The power of love all ages know, from its assaults great good does grow. Laughs. Masha trum tum tum, Vershinin tum tum. Masha tra ra ra, Vershinin tra ta ta. Laughs. Enter Fedotik. Fedotik dancing. I'm burnt out, down to the ground. Laughter. Irina, I don't see anything funny about it. Is everything burnt? Fedotik laughs. Absolutely, nothing left at all. The guitar's burnt, and the photographs are burnt, and all my correspondence. And I was going to make you a present of a notebook, and that's burnt too. Soleni comes in. Irina. No, you can't come here, Vasily Vasilovich. Please go away. Soleni. Why can the Baron come here and I can't? Vershinin. We really must go. How's the fire, Soleni? They say it's going down. No, I absolutely don't see why the Baron can and I can't. Sense his hands. Vershinin trum tum tum. Masha trum tum. Vershinin laughs to Soleni. Let's go into the dining room, Soleni. Very well, we'll make a note of it. If I should try to make this clear, the geese would be annoyed, I fear. Looks at Tuzenbach. There. Goes out with Vershinin and Fedotik. Irina, how Soleni smelt of tobacco. In surprise, the Baron's asleep. Baron. Tuzenbach waking. I am tired, I must say. The brickworks. No, I'm not wandering, I mean it. I'm going to start work soon at the brickworks. I've already talked it over, tenderly to Irina. You're so pale and beautiful and charming. Your paleness seems to shine through the dark air as if it was a light. You are sad, displeased with life. Oh, come with me, let's go and work together. Masha Nikolai Lvovich, go away from here. Tuzenbach laughs. Are you here? I didn't see you. Kisses Irina's hand. Goodbye, I'll go. I look at you now and I remember, as if it was long ago, your name day, when you, cheerfully and merrily, were talking about the joys of labor. And how happy life seemed to me then. What has happened to it now? Kisses her hand. There are tears in your eyes. Go to bed now. It is already day. The morning begins. If only I was allowed to give my life for you. Masha Nikolai Lvovich, go away. What business? Tuzenbach, I'm off. Exit. Masha lies down. Are you asleep, Fyodor? Kuligin, eh? Masha, shouldn't you go home? Kuligin, my dear Masha, my darling Masha. Irina, she's tired out. You might let her rest, Fedya. Kuligin, I'll go at once. My wife's a good, splendid... I love you, my only one. Masha angrily. Amo, amas, amat, amamus, amatis, amant. Kuligin laughs. No, she really is wonderful. I've been your husband 7 years, and it seems as if I was only married yesterday. On my word. No, you really are a wonderful woman. I'm satisfied. Masha, I'm bored. Sits up, but I can't get it out of my head. It's simply disgraceful. It has been gnawing away at me. I can't keep silent. I mean about Andrei. He has mortgaged this house with the bank, and his wife has got all the money. But the house doesn't belong to him alone, but to the 4 of us. He ought to know that, if he's an honorable man. Kuligin. What's the use, Masha? Andrei is in debt all round. Well, let him do as he pleases. Masha. It's disgraceful anyway. Lies down. Kuligin, you and I are not poor. You and D. I work, take my classes, give private lessons. I am a plain, honest man. Omnia mea mecum porto, as they say. Masha, I don't want anything, but the unfairness of it disgusts me. Pause. You go, Fyodor. Kuligin kisses her. You're tired. Just rest for half an hour, and I'll sit and wait for you. Sleep. Going. I'm satisfied. Exit. Irina. Yes, really, our Andrei has grown smaller. How he's snuffed out and aged with that woman. He used to want to be a professor, and yesterday he was boasting that at last he had been made a member of the district council. He is a member, and Protopopov is chairman. The whole town talks and laughs about it, and he alone knows and sees nothing. And now everybody's gone to look at the fire, but he sits alone in his room and pays no attention, only just plays on his fiddle. Nervily. Oh, it's awful, awful, awful. Weeps. I can't. I can't bear it any longer. I can't. Olga comes in and clears up at her little table. Irina is sobbing loudly. Throw me out, throw me out. I can't bear any more. Olga alarmed. What is it? What is it? Dear. Irina sobbing. Where? Where has everything gone? Where is it all? Oh my God, I've forgotten everything, everything. I don't remember what is the Italian for window or, well, for ceiling. I forget everything. Every day I forget it, and life passes and will never return, and will never go away to Moscow. I see that we'll never go. Olga, dear, dear. Irina controlling herself. Oh, I am unhappy. I can't work. I shan't work. Enough, enough. I used to be a telegraphist. Now I work at the town council offices, and I have nothing but hate and contempt for all they give me to do. I am already 23. I have already been at work for a long while, and my brain has dried up, and I've grown thinner, plainer, older, and there is no relief of any sort. And time goes, and it seems all the while as if I am going away from the real, the beautiful life, farther and farther away, down some precipice. I'm in despair, and I can't understand how it is that I am still alive, that I haven't killed myself. Olga, don't cry, dear girl, don't cry. I suffer too. Irina, I'm not crying, not crying. Enough. Look, I'm not crying anymore. Enough. Enough. Olga, dear, I tell you as a sister and a friend, if you want my advice, marry the Baron. Irina cries softly. You respect him. You think highly of him. It is true that he is not handsome, but he is so honorable and clean. People don't marry from love, but in order to do one's duty. I think so, at any rate, and I'd marry without being in love. Whoever he was, I should marry him, so long as he was a decent man. Even if he was old. Irina, I was always waiting until we should be settled in Moscow. There I should meet my true love. I used to think about him and love him. But it's all turned out to be nonsense, all nonsense. Olga embraces her sister. My dear, beautiful sister, I understand everything. When Baron Nikolai Lvovich left the army and came to us in evening dress, he seemed so bad-looking to me that I even started crying. He asked, "What are you crying for?" How could I tell him? But if God brought him to marry you, I should be happy. That would be different, quite different. Natasha with a candle walks across the stage from right to left without saying anything. Masha sitting up. She walks as if she set something on fire. Olga, Masha, you're silly. You're the silliest of the family. Please forgive me for saying so. Pause. Masha, I want to make a confession, dear sisters. My soul is in pain. I will confess to you, and never again to anybody. I'll tell you this minute, softly. It's my secret, but you must know everything. I can't be silent. Pause. I love that man. You saw him only just now. Why don't I say it? In one word. I love Vershinin. Olga goes behind her screen. Stop that. I don't hear you in any case. Masha. What am I to do? Takes her head in her hands. First he seemed queer to me, then I was sorry for him. Then I fell in love with him. Fell in love with his voice, his words, his misfortunes, his 2 daughters. Olga behind the screen. I'm not listening. You may talk any nonsense you like. It will be all the same. I shan't hear. Masha. Oh, Olga, you are foolish. I am in love. That means that is to be my fate. It means that is to be my lot. And he loves me. It is all awful. Yes, it isn't good, is it? Takes Irina's hand and draws her to her. Oh, my dear. How are we going to live through our lives? What is to become of us? When you read a novel, it all seems so old and easy. But when you fall in love yourself, then you learn that nobody knows anything, and each must decide for himself. My dear ones, my sisters, I've confessed, now I shall keep silence. Like the lunatics in Gogol's story, I'm going to be silent. Silent. Andrei enters, followed by Ferapont. Andrei angrily. What do you want? I don't understand. Ferapont at the door, impatiently. I've already told you 10 times, Andrei Sergeyevich. Andrei. In the first place, I'm not Andrei Sergeyevich, but sir. 5. Ferapont. The firemen, sir, ask if they can go across your garden to the river, else they go right round, right round. It's a nuisance. Andrei. All right. Tell them it's all right. Exit Ferapont. I'm tired of them. Where is Olga? Olga comes out from behind the screen. I came to you for the key of the cupboard. I lost my own. You've got a little key. Olga gives him the key. Irina goes behind her screen. Pause. What a huge fire. It's going down now. Hang it all, that Ferapont made me so angry that I talked nonsense to him. Sir, indeed. A pause. Why are you so silent, Olga? Pause. It's time you stopped all that nonsense and behaved as if you were properly alive. You are here, Masha. Irina is here. Well, since we're all here, let's come to a complete understanding once and for all. What have you against me? What is it? Olga. Please don't, Audrey dear. We'll talk tomorrow. Excited. What an awful night. Andrei, much confused. Don't excite yourself. I ask you in perfect calmness. What have you against me? Tell me straight. Vashinin's voice. Trum-tum-tum. Masha stands, loudly, tra-ta-ta. To Olga. Goodbye, Olga, God bless you. Goes behind screen and kisses Irina. Sleep well. Goodbye, Andrei. Go away now, they're tired. You can explain tomorrow. Exit, Andrei. I'll only say this and go, just now. In the first place, you've got something against Natasha, my wife. I've noticed it since the very day of my marriage. Natasha is a beautiful and honest creature, straight and honorable, that's my opinion. I love and respect my wife. Understand it, I respect her, and I insist that others should respect her too. I repeat, she's an honest and honorable person, and all your disapproval is simply silly. Pause. In the second place, you seem to be annoyed because I am not a professor, and am not engaged in study. But I work for the Zemstvo, I am a member of the district council, and I consider my service as worthy and as high as the service of science. I am a member of the district council, and I am proud of it, if you want to know. Pause. In the third place, I have still this to say, that I have mortgaged the house without obtaining your permission. For that I am to blame and ask to be forgiven. My debts led me into doing it. 35,000. I do not play at cards anymore. I stopped long ago. But the chief thing I have to say in my defense is that you girls receive a pension, and I don't. My wages, so to speak. Pause. Kuligin. At the door. Is Masha there? Excitedly. Where is she? It's queer. Exit. Andrei. They don't hear. Natasha is a splendid, honest person. Walks about in silence, then stops. When I married, I thought we should be happy. All of us. But my God. Weeps. My dear, dear sisters, don't believe me, don't believe me. Exit, fire alarm, the stage is clear. Irina behind her screen. Olga, who's knocking on the floor? Olga. It's Dr. Ivan Romanovich, he's drunk. Irina. What a restless night. Pause. Olga looks out. Did you hear? They are taking the brigade away from us. It's going to be transferred to some place far away. Olga, it's only a rumor. Irina, then we shall be left alone. Olga, Olga. Well? Irina. My dear darling sister, I highly value the Baron. He's a splendid man. I'll marry him. I'll consent. Only let's go to Moscow. I implore you, let's go. There's nothing better than Moscow on earth. Let's go, Olga. Let's go. Actor 4. The old garden at the house of the Prosorovs. There is a long avenue of firs, at the end of which the river can be seen. There is a forest on the far side of the river. On the right is the terrace of the house. Bottles and tumblers are on a table here. It is evident that champagne has just been drunk. It is midday. Every now and again, passers-by walk across the garden, from the road to the river. 5 soldiers go past rapidly. Chebutikin, in a comfortable frame of mind, which does not desert him throughout the act, sits in an armchair in the garden, waiting to be called. He wears a peaked cap and has a stick. Irina, Kuligin with a cross hanging from his neck and without his moustaches, and Tuzenbach are standing on the terrace seeing off Fedotik and Rode, who are coming down into the garden, Both officers are in service uniform. Tuzenbach exchanges kisses with Fedotik. You're a good sort. We got on so well together. Exchanges kisses with Rode. Once again. Goodbye, old man. Irina, au revoir. Fedotik. It isn't au revoir, it's goodbye. We'll never meet again. Kuligin. Who knows? Wipes his eyes, smiles. Here I've started crying. Irina, we'll meet again sometime. Fedotik. After 10 years or 15, we'll hardly know one another then. We'll say, how do you do? Coldly. Takes a snapshot. Keeps still. Once more, for the last time. Rode embracing Tuzenbach. We shan't meet again. Kisses Irina's hand. Thank you for everything, for everything. Fedotik grieved. Don't be in such a hurry, Tuzenbach. We shall meet again if God wills it. Write to us. Be sure to write. Rode looking round the garden. Goodbye, trees. Shouts. Yo-ho. Pause. Goodbye, echo. Kuligin, best wishes. Go and get yourselves wives there in Poland. Your Polish wife will clasp you and call you kochanku. 6. Laughs. Fedotik. Looking at the time. There's less than an hour left. Seleni is the only one of our battery who is going on the barge. The rest of us are going with the main body. 3 batteries are leaving today, another 3 tomorrow, and then the town will be quiet and peaceful. Tuzenbach, and terribly dull. Rode, and where is Maria Sergeyevna? Kuligin, Masha is in the garden. Fedotik. We'd like to say goodbye to her. Rode, goodbye. I must go, or else I'll start weeping. Quickly embraces Kuligin and Tuzenbach and kisses Irina's hand. We've been so happy here. Fedotik to Kuligin. Here's a keepsake for you. A notebook with a pencil. We'll go to the river from here. They go aside and both look round. Rode shouts. Yo-ho, Kuligin shouts. Goodbye. At the back of the stage, Fedotik and Rode meet Masha. They say goodbye and go out with her. Irina. They've gone. Sits on the bottom step of the terrace. Chebutikin, and they forgot to say goodbye to me. Irina. But why is that? Chebutikin. I just forgot somehow, though I'll soon see them again. I'm going tomorrow. Yes, just 1 day left. I shall be retired in a year, then I'll come here again and finish my life near you. I've only 1 year before I get my pension. Puts one newspaper into his pocket and takes another out. I'll come here to you and change my life radically. I'll be so quiet, so agreeable, respectable. Irina. Yes, you ought to change your life, dear man, somehow or other. Chebutikin. Yes, I feel it. Sing softly. Tarara boom day. Kuligin. We won't reform Ivan Romanovich. We won't reform him. Chebutikin. If only I was apprenticed to you. Then I'd reform. Irina Fyodor has shaved his mustache. I can't bear to look at him. Kuligin. Well, what about it? Chebutikin, I could tell you what your face looks like now, but it wouldn't be polite. Kuligin. Well, it's the custom. It's modus vivendi. Our director is clean-shaven, and so I too, when I received my inspectorship, had my moustaches removed. Nobody likes it, but it's all one to me. I'm satisfied. Whether I've got moustaches or not, I'm satisfied. Sits. At the back of the stage, Andrei is wheeling a perambulator containing a sleeping infant. Irina Ivan Romanovich, be a darling. I'm awfully worried. You were out on the boulevard last night. Tell me, what happened? Chebutikin. What happened? Nothing. Quite a trifling matter. Reads paper. Of no importance. Kuligin. They say that Soleni and the Baron met yesterday on the boulevard near the theatre. Tuzenbach. Stop. What right? Waves his hand and goes into the house. Kuligin. Near the theatre. Soleni started behaving offensively to the Baron, who lost his temper and said something nasty. Chebutikin, I don't know. It's all bunkum. Kuligin. At some seminary or other, a master wrote bunkum on an essay, and the student couldn't make the letters out. Thought it was a Latin word, lucum. Laughs. Awfully funny that. They say that Soleni is in love with Irina and hates the Baron. That's quite natural. Irina is a very nice girl. She's even like Masha. She's so thoughtful. Only Irina, your character is gentler. Though Masha's character too is a very good one. I'm very fond of Masha. Shouts of "Yo-ho" are heard behind the stage. Irina shudders. Everything seems to frighten me today. Pause. I've got everything ready, and I send my things off after dinner. The Baron and I will be married tomorrow, and tomorrow we go away to the brickworks. And the next day I go to the school, and the new life begins. God will help me. When I took my examination for the teacher's post, I actually wept for joy and gratitude. Pause. The cart will be here in a minute for my things. Kuligin somehow or other, all this doesn't seem at all serious, as if it was all ideas and nothing really serious. Still, with all my soul, I wish you happiness. Chebutikin, with deep feeling. My splendid, my dear, precious girl. You've gone on far ahead. I won't catch up with you. I'm left behind like a migrant bird grown old and unable to fly. Fly, my dear, fly, and God be with you. Pause. It's a pity you shaved your moustaches, Fyodor Ilyich. Kuligin, oh, drop it. Sighs. Today the soldiers will be gone, and everything will go on as in the old days. Say what you will, Masha is a good, honest woman. I love her very much, and thank my fate for her. People have such different fates. There's a Kosyrev who works in the excise department here. He was at school with me. He was expelled from the 5th class of the high school for being entirely unable to understand UT consecutivum. He's awfully hard up now and in very poor health, and when I meet him I say to him, "How do you do at consecutivum?" "Yes," he says, "precisely consecutivum," and coughs. "But I've been successful all my life. I'm happy, and I even have a Stanislaus Cross of the 2nd class, and now I myself teach others that UT consecutivum. Of course I'm a clever man, much cleverer than many, but happiness doesn't only lie in that." The Maiden's Prayer is being played on the piano in the house. Irina, tomorrow night I shan't hear that Maiden's Prayer anymore, and I shan't be meeting Protopopov. Pause. Protopopov is sitting there in the drawing room, and he came today. Kuligin, hasn't the headmistress come yet? Irina number she has been sent for. If you only knew how difficult it is for me to live alone, without Olga. She lives at the high school, she, a headmistress, busy all day with her affairs, and I'm alone, bored, with nothing to do, and hate the room I live in. I've made up my mind, if I can't live in Moscow, then it must come to this. It's fate, it can't be helped, it's all the will of God. That's the truth. Nikolai Lvovich made me a proposal. Well, I thought it over and made up my mind. He's a good man. It's quite remarkable how good he is. And suddenly my soul put out wings. I became happy and light-hearted, and once again the desire for work came over me. Only something happened yesterday, some secret dread has been hanging over me. Chebutikin Lukum, rubbish. Natasha at the window, the headmistress, Kuligin. The headmistress has come, let's go. Exit with Irina into the house. Chebutikin, it is my washing day. Tarara, boom day. Masha approaches, Andrei is wheeling a perambulator at the back. Masha, here you are sitting here, doing nothing. Chebutikin, what then? Masha sits, nothing. Pause. Did you love my mother? Chebutikin very much, Masha, and did she love you? And did. Chebutikin after a pause. I don't remember that. Masha, is my man here? When our cook Martha used to ask about her gendarme, she used to say my man. Is he here? Chebutikin, not yet. Masha, when you take your happiness in little bits, in snatches, and then lose it, as I have done, you gradually get coarser, more bitter. Points to her bosom. I'm boiling in here. Looks at Andrei with the perambulator. There's our brother Andrei. All our hopes in him have gone. There was once a great bell. 1,000 persons were hoisting it. Much money and labor had been spent on it, when it suddenly fell and was broken. Suddenly, for no particular reason. Andrei is like that. Andrei. When are they going to stop making such a noise in the house? It's awful. Chebutikin. They won't be much longer. Looks at his watch. My watch is very old-fashioned. It strikes the hours. Winds the watch and makes it strike. The 1st, 2nd, and 5th batteries are to leave at 1 o'clock precisely. Pause, and I go tomorrow. Andrei. For good? Chebutikin. I don't know. Perhaps I'll return in a year. The devil only knows. It's all one. Somewhere a harp and violin are being played. Andrei. The town will grow empty. It will be as if they put a cover over it. Pause. Something happened yesterday by the theatre. The whole town knows of it, but I don't. Chebutikin nothing. A silly little affair. Soleni started irritating the Baron, who lost his temper and insulted him, and so at last Soleni had to challenge him. Looks at his watch. It's about time, I think. At 12:30 in the public wood, that one you can see from here across the river. Piff-paff, laughs. Soleni thinks he's Lermontov and even writes verses. That's all very well, but this is his third duel. Masha. Whose? Chebutikin Soleni's. Masha and the Baron? Chebutikin. What about the Baron? Pause. Masha. Everything's all muddled up in my head. But I say it ought not to be allowed. He might wound the Baron or even kill him. Chebutikin. The Baron is a good man, but one Baron more or less. What difference does it make? It's all the same. Beyond the garden somebody shouts, "Koi, hello." You wait. That's Skvortsov shouting, one of the seconds. He's in a boat. Pause. Andrei. In my opinion, it's simply immoral to fight in a duel or to be present even in the quality of a doctor. Chebutikin. It only seems so. We don't exist. There's nothing on earth. We don't really live. It only seems that we live. Does it matter anyway, Masha? You talk and talk the whole day long, going. You live in a climate like this, where it might snow any moment, and there you talk. Stops. I won't go into the house. I can't go there. Tell me when Vershinin comes. Goes along the avenue. The migrant birds are already on the wing. Looks up, swans or geese. My dear, happy things. Exit, Andrei. Our house will be empty. The officers will go away. You are going. My sister is getting married, and I alone will remain in the house. Chebutikin. And your wife. Ferapont enters with some documents. Andrei. A wife's a wife. She's honest, well-bred, yes, and kind, but with all that there is still something about her that degenerates her into a petty, blind, even in some respects misshapen animal. In any case, she isn't a man. I tell you as a friend, as the only man to whom I can lay bare my soul. I love Natasha, it's true, but sometimes she seems extraordinarily vulgar, and then I lose myself and can't understand why I love her so much, or at any rate, used to love her. Chebutikin rises. I'm going away tomorrow, old chap, and perhaps we'll never meet again, so here's my advice. Put on your cap, take a stick in your hand. Go. Go on, without looking round. And the farther you go, the better. Soleni goes across the back of the stage with two officers. He catches sight of Chebutikin and turns to him. The officers go on. Soleni, doctor, it's time. It's 12:30 already. Shakes hands with Andrei. Chebutikin, half a minute. I'm tired of the lot of you. To Andrei. If anybody asks for me, say I'll be back soon. Sighs. Oh, Soleni. He didn't have the time to sigh. The bear sat on him heavily. Goes up to him. What are you groaning about, old man? Chebutikin. Stop it. Soleni, how's your health? Chebutikin, angry. Mind your own business. Soleni, the old man is unnecessarily excited. I won't go far, I'll only just bring him down like a snipe. Takes out his scent bottle and scents his hands. I've poured out a whole bottle of scent today, and they still smell of a dead body. Pause, yes. You remember the poem, but he, the rebel, seeks the storm, as if the storm will bring him rest. Chebutikin, yes. He didn't have the time to sigh. The bear sat on him heavily. Exit with Soleni. Shouts are heard. Andrei and Ferapont come in. Ferapont, documents to sign. Andrei, irritated. Go away. Leave me. Please. Goes away with the perambulator. Ferapont. That's what documents are for, to be signed. Retires to back of stage. Enter Irina with Tuzenbach in a straw hat. Kuligin walks across the stage, shouting, Ko-i, Masha, Ko-i. Tuzenbach. He seems to be the only man in the town who is glad that the soldiers are going. Irina 1 can understand that. Pause. The town will be empty. Tusenbach. My dear, I shall return soon. Irina. Where are you going? Tusenbach. I must go into the town and then see the others off. Irina, it's not true. Nikolai, why are you so absent-minded today? Pause. What took place by the theatre yesterday? Tusenbach, making a movement of impatience. In an hour's time I shall return and be with you again. Kisses her hands. My darling. Looking her closely in the face. It's 5 years now since I fell in love with you, and still I can't get used to it. And you seem to me to grow more and more beautiful. What lovely, wonderful hair. What eyes. I'm going to take you away tomorrow. We shall work. We shall be rich. My dreams will come true. You will be happy. There's only one thing only. You don't love me. Irina. It isn't in my power. I shall be your wife. I shall be true to you and obedient to you, but I can't love you. What can I do? Cries. I have never been in love in my life. Oh, I used to think so much of love. I have been thinking about it for so long by day and by night. But my soul is like an expensive piano which is locked and the key lost. Pause. You seem so unhappy. Tusenbach, I didn't sleep at night. There is nothing in my life so awful as to be able to frighten me. Only that lost key torments my soul and does not let me sleep. Say something to me. Pause. Say something to me. Something to me. Irina. What can I say? What? Tusenbach, anything. Irina. Don't. Pause. Tusenbach. It is curious how silly, trivial little things, sometimes for no apparent reason, become significant. At first you laugh at these things, you think they are of no importance, you go on and you feel that you haven't got the strength to stop yourself. Oh, let's talk about it. I am happy. It is as if for the first time in my life I see these firs, maples, beeches, and they all look at me inquisitively and wait. What beautiful trees, and how beautiful, when one comes to think of it, life must be near them. A shout of "Koi" in the distance. It's time I went. There's a tree which has dried up, but it still sways in the breeze with the others. And so it seems to me that if I die, I shall still take part in life in one way or another. Goodbye, dear. Kisses her hands. The papers which you gave me are on my table under the calendar. Irina, I am coming with you. Tusenbach nervously. No. He goes quickly and stops in the avenue. Irina, what is it? Tusenbach. Not knowing what to say. I haven't had any coffee today. Tell them to make me some. He goes out quickly. Irina stands deep in thought. Then she goes to the back of the stage and sits on a swing. Andrei comes in with the perambulator and Ferapont also appears. Ferapont Andrei Sergeyevich. It isn't as if the documents were mine, they are the government's. I didn't make them. Andrei. Oh, what has become of my past and where is it? I used to be young, happy, clever. I used to be able to think and frame clever ideas. The present and the future seem to me full of hope. Why do we, almost before we have begun to live, become dull, grey, uninteresting, lazy, apathetic, useless, unhappy? This town has already been in existence for 200 years, and it has 100,000 inhabitants, not one of whom is in any way different from the others. There has never been, now or at any other time, a single leader of men, a single scholar, an artist, a man of even the slightest eminence who might arouse envy or a passionate desire to be imitated. They only eat, drink, sleep, and then they die. More people are born and also eat, drink, sleep, and so as not to go silly from boredom, they try to make life many-sided with their beastly backbiting, vodka, cards, and litigation. The wives deceive their husbands, and the husbands lie, and pretend they see nothing and hear nothing, and the evil influence irresistibly oppresses the children, and the divine spark in them is extinguished, and they become just as pitiful corpses and just as much like one another as their fathers and mothers. Angrily to Ferapont. What do you want? Ferapont. What? Documents want signing. Andrei. I'm tired of you. Ferapont handing him papers. The hall porter from the law courts was saying just now that in the winter there were 200 degrees of frost in Petersburg. Andrei. The present is beastly, but when I think of the future, how good it is. I feel so light, so free. There is a light in the distance. I see freedom. I see myself and my children freeing ourselves from vanities, from kvass, from goose baked with cabbage, from after-dinner naps, from base idleness. Ferapont. He was saying that 2,000 people were frozen to death. The people were frightened, he said. In Petersburg or Moscow, I don't remember which. Andrei overcome by a tender emotion. My dear sisters, my beautiful sisters. Crying. Masha, my sister. Natasha. At the window, who's talking so loudly out here? Is that you, Andrei? You'll wake little Sophie. Il ne faut pas faire du bruit, la Sophie est dormée déjà. Vous êtes un ours. Angrily. If you want to talk, then give the perambulator and the baby to somebody else. Ferapont, take the perambulator. Ferapont, yes'm. Takes the perambulator. Andrei confused. I'm speaking quietly. Natasha. At the window, nursing her boy. Bobby. Naughty Bobby. Bad little Bobby. Andrei looking through the papers. All right, I'll look them over and sign if necessary, and you can take them back to the offices. Goes into house reading papers. Ferapont takes the perambulator to the back of the garden. Natasha. At the window. Bobby, what's your mother's name? Dear, dear. And who's this? That's Aunt Olga. Say to your aunt, how do you do, Olga? Two wandering musicians, a man and a girl, are playing on a violin and a harp. Vershinin, Olga and Anfisa come out of the house and listen for a minute in silence. Irina comes up to them. Olga. Our garden might be a public thoroughfare from the way people walk and ride across it. Nurse, give those musicians something. Anfisa gives money to the musicians. Go away with God's blessing on you. The musicians bow and go away. A bitter sort of people. You don't play on a full stomach. To Irina. How do you do, Arisha? Kisses her. Well, little girl, here I am, still alive. Still alive? In the high school, together with little Olga, in her official apartments. So the Lord has appointed for my old age. Sinful woman that I am, I've never lived like that in my life before. A large flat, government property, and I've a whole room and bed to myself. All government property. I wake up at nights and, oh God and Holy Mother, there isn't a happier person than I. Vershinin looks at his watch. We are going soon, Olga Sergeyevna. It's time for me to go. Pause. I wish you every... Where's Maria Sergeyevna? Irina. She's somewhere in the garden. I'll go and look for her. Vershinin, if you'll be so kind, I haven't time. Anfisa, I'll go and look too. Shouts. Little Masha, Koi. Goes out with Irina down into the garden. Koi, Koi. Vershinin, everything comes to an end, and so we too must part. Looks at his watch. The town gave us a sort of farewell breakfast. We had champagne to drink, and the mayor made a speech, and I ate and listened, but my soul was here all the time. Looks round the garden. I'm so used to you now. Olga, shall we ever meet again? Vershinin, probably not. Pause. My wife and both my daughters will stay here another 2 months. If anything happens, or if anything has to be done. Olga, yes, of course. You need not worry. Pause. Tomorrow there won't be a single soldier left in the town. It will all be a memory. And of course, for us a new life will begin. Pause. None of our plans are coming right. I didn't want to be a headmistress, but they made me one, all the same. It means there's no chance of Moscow. Vershinin. Well, thank you for everything. Forgive me if I've said such an awful lot. Forgive me for that too. Don't think badly of me. Olga wipes her eyes. Why isn't Masha coming? Vershinin. What else can I say in parting? Can I philosophize about anything? Laughs. Life is heavy. To many of us it seems dull and hopeless, but still it must be acknowledged that it is getting lighter and clearer. And it seems that the time is not far off when it will be quite clear. Looks at his watch. It's time I went. Mankind used to be absorbed in wars, and all its existence was filled with campaigns, attacks, defeats. Now we've outlived all that, leaving after us a great waste place, which there is nothing to fill with at present. But mankind is looking for something and will certainly find it. Oh, if it only happened more quickly. Pause. If only education could be added to industry, and industry to education. Looks at his watch. It's time I went. Olga, here she comes. Enter Masha. Vershinin, I came to say goodbye. Olga steps aside a little so as not to be in their way. Masha looking him in the face. Goodbye. Prolonged kiss. Olga, don't. Masha is crying bitterly. Vershinin, write to me. Don't forget. Let me go. It's time. Take her, Olga Sergeyevna. It's time. I'm late. He kisses Olga's hand in evident emotion, then embraces Masha once more and goes out quickly. Olga. Don't, Masha. Stop, dear. Kuligin enters. Kuligin confused. Never mind. Let her cry. Let her. My dear Masha, my good Masha. You're my wife and I'm happy, whatever happens. I'm not complaining. I don't reproach you at all. Olga is a witness to it. Let's begin to live again as we used to, and not by a single word or hint. Masha restraining her sobs. There stands a green oak by the sea, and a chain of bright gold is around it. And a chain of bright gold is around it. I'm going off my head. There stands a green oak by the sea. Olga, don't. Masha, don't. Give her some water. Masha. I'm not crying anymore. Kuligin. She's not crying anymore. She's a good. A shot is heard from a distance. Masha. There stands a green oak by the sea, and a chain of bright gold is around it. An oak of green gold. I'm mixing it up. Drink some water. Life is dull. I don't want anything more now. I'll be all right in a moment. It doesn't matter. What do those lines mean? Why do they run in my head? My thoughts are all tangled. Irina enters. Olga, be quiet, Masha. There's a good girl. Let's go in. Masha angrily. I shan't go in there. Sobs but controls herself at once. I'm not going to go into the house. I won't go. Irina. Let's sit here together and say nothing. I'm going away tomorrow. Pause. Kuligin, yesterday, I took away these whiskers and this beard from a boy in the 3rd class. He puts on the whiskers and beard. Don't I look like the German master? Laughs, don't I? The boys are amusing. Masha. You really do look like that German of yours. Olga laughs. Yes. Masha weeps. Irina, don't, Masha. Kuligin, it's a very good likeness. Enter Natasha. Natasha, to the maid. What? Mikhail Ivanich Protopopov will sit with little Sophie, and Andrei Sergeyevich can take little Bobby out. Children are such a bother. To Irina. Irina, it's such a pity you're going away tomorrow. Do stop just another week. Sees Kuligin and screams. He laughs and takes off his beard and whiskers. How you frightened me. To Irina. I've grown used to you, and do you think it will be easy for me to part from you? I'm going to have Andrei and his violin put into your room. Let him fiddle away in there. And we'll put little Sophie into his room. The beautiful, lovely child. What a little girlie. Today she looked at me with such pretty eyes and said, Mama. Kuligin, a beautiful child, it's quite true. Natasha. That means I shall have the place to myself tomorrow. Sighs. In the first place, I shall have that avenue of fir trees cut down, then that maple. It's so ugly at nights. To Irina. That belt doesn't suit you at all, dear. It's an error of taste. And I'll give orders to have lots and lots of little flowers planted here, and they'll smell. Severely. Why is there a fork lying about here on the seat? Going towards the house, to the maid. Why is there a fork lying about here on the seat, I say? Shouts. Don't you dare to answer me. Kuligin, temper, temper. A march is played off. They all listen. Olga. They're going. Chebutikin comes in. Masha. They're going. Well, well. Bon voyage, to her husband. We must be going home. Where's my coat and hat? Kuligin, I took them in. I'll bring them in a moment. Olga. Yes, now we can all go home. It's time. Chebutikin Olga Sergeyevna. Olga. What is it? Pause. What is it? Chebutikin, nothing. I don't know how to tell you. Whispers to her. Olga, frightened. It can't be true. Chebutikin. Yes, such a story. I'm tired out, exhausted. I won't say any more. Sadly. Still, it's all the same. Masha, what's happened? Olga embraces Irina. This is a terrible day. I don't know how to tell you, dear. Irina, what is it? Tell me quickly, what is it? For God's sake, cries Chebutikin. The Baron was killed in the duel just now. Irina cries softly. I knew it, I knew it. Chebutikin sits on a bench at the back of the stage. I'm tired. Takes a paper from his pocket. Let him cry. Sings softly. Tarara boom day. It is my washing day. Isn't it all the same? The three sisters are standing, pressing against one another. Masha. Oh, how the music plays. They are leaving us. One has quite left us, quite and forever. We remain alone, to begin our life over again. We must live. We must live. Irina puts her head on Olga's bosom. There will come a time when everybody will know why, for what purpose, there is all this suffering, and there will be no more mysteries. But now we must live. We must work, just work. Tomorrow I'll go away alone, and I'll teach and give my whole life to those who perhaps need it. It's autumn now, soon it will be winter, the snow will cover everything, and I shall be working. Olga embraces both her sisters. The bands are playing so gaily, so bravely, and one does so want to live. Oh my God! Time will pass on, and we shall depart forever. We shall be forgotten. They will forget our faces, voices, and even how many there were of us. But our sufferings will turn into joy for those who will live after us. Happiness and peace will reign on earth, and people will remember with kindly words, and bless those who are living now. Oh, dear sisters, our life is not yet at an end. Let us live. The music is so gay, so joyful, and it seems that in a little while we shall know why we are living, why we are suffering. If we could only know, if we could only know. The music has been growing softer and softer. Kuligin, smiling happily, brings out the hat and coat. Andrei wheels out the perambulator in which Bobby is sitting. Chebutikin sings softly. Tara, Raboom day. It is my washing day. Reads a paper. It's all the same. It's all the same. Olga, if only we could know. If only we could know.